All right, let's move to the next question, finding the LCM and highest common factor. So let's find first this question number 7 about finding the LCM of this value. So I think the number is given already here. So we have 36 and 48. So we are doing this in the class. So I hope you understand this concept on this method that we're doing here. So look of number that they can be divided. I think that can start with 2, can start with, I think 4 can be also, but 6 can do as well. So if you do that, you will get the value of 6, you will get a value of 8 here. In this regard, we can still have 2, or you can have 3, you can have 4. So 3 and 4 don't have common now, so you can continue 3, 1, 4, and then it's gonna be 4, it's gonna be 1, 1. So the value that you have on the left side is gonna be 6 times 2 times 3 times 4. So that's how to find the LCM. So if you multiply all of them, it's going to be 12. 12 to 20, 12 times 12 is going to be 144. So your LCM, it's 144 on these two numbers. It's 36 and 48. The next question is 56 and 70. So highest common factor is from the word itself factor, common between them. So if you look at the digit here, you can start by going with number 2. That will give us 28, and this will give us 35. So is there any number that can divide 28 and 35? If there's none, then that's going to be the highest common factor. If there is, then think of it. So 35 divided by 5 is going to be 7. 28 is going to be 4. So it's possible. So this is will be 7 also. So 7 can be done. You can have 4, you can have 5. So is there any common between 4 and 5? So if there's no more common between 4 and 5, then we are done already. So these 4 and 5 have no common. So the only thing you have to do now is simply multiply the 2, which is on the right side, on left side, which is 2 times 7. So your highest common factor is 14. This is the common factor. This is the highest number that can divide 70 and 56. So that is the way to figure it out, how to answer. The next question is, here's a list of numbers. It says, let me see if I'm sharing. Okay. Now it says here, from the list, write down a prime number. Okay, prime number, as a prime number, it's not divisible other than by itself, as we know. And 1. So basically, it's out. This is out, right? Because that's basically a fraction. This is a fraction also, or this is like decimal. It cannot be. 51 is divisible by 17, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, 17 cannot be. This is a fraction already, so it's not a prime number. So 121, square root of 121 is 11. And we know, based on our lesson, that 31 is a prime, and 11 is also a prime. So they're asking a prime number. So actually, you can choose any of it. You can write 31 or 11. Or no, not 11, square root of 121. So those two are prime numbers, okay? You can just choose any of those particular things. Now, the next question is about an irrational number. As by definition, irrational number are numbers that cannot form as fraction. So if it cannot form as a fraction, then that's irrational. So this is eliminated. It's already fraction, 21 over 1. This is already a fraction. This is already a fraction divided by 1. This is already a fraction, and a fraction. So the only thing that is most likely cannot be is this one here. Because 12, square root of 12 is going to be, no, I mean 16. Square root of 16 is going to be 4. And square root of 9 is going to be 3. So this is close between those things. So the answer for this, if there's no calculator, that's the only thing we can have. It's going to be the square root of 13. So this is your irrational number among those numbers that you have there. Next question, it says, in the space provided, write down each number in this calculation corrected to one significant figure. So take a look. The significant figure is 4. So since this is 8, that will change to 5. The significant figure is 1, but since this is 9, that will become 2. And put below, significant figure, one significant is 1, but since it is 16, that will become 20. So that will be the sequence 5, 2, and 20. The next question is a follow-up only. Use your answer to part A to estimate the value B, because basically this estimation, we just, it is not the exact value. So what we can do now is going to be 5 times 2 is going to be 10 over 20. Or we can have an answer of 1/2 or 0.5, 0.5. So that's the thing we have there. It's going to be 4 sounds. It's going to be 1/2 or 0.5 is your answer for that one. It didn't specify what it is. Is it significant? Or I think you did put mention significant here. So you better keep the answer as decimal 0.5. That will be your possible good answer there. Next question says here, a carton contains 250 ml of juice. Correct to the nearest millimeter. So again, a conversion of millimeter to meter, you have to understand that because maybe this will confuse you and you just simply add 0.5 into it. But millimeter is different. So when we say about millimeter, it's about 0.5. I mean like times 10, okay? So times 10 of the value. So in short, if I will convert this then 250 ml into millimeter, it will be multiplied by 10. So that will become 2,500. Okay, this will become like the milliliter, sorry. So it's gonna be wait a minute, it's milliliter already. So milliliter, ml is also milliliter. So they are the same, my bad. So they're just referring to the same thing. So they just put the whole word milliliter and ml is also actually milliliter. So am I wrong? This is not supposed to be done. So let me just erase that. Erase. Okay. So misunderstood the question. ml still result, milliliters is the same as ml there. Now in short, since it's like that, so you just have to 1 divided by 2. So in short, it's just 0.5 plus 0.5 minus. So the lower bound is going to be 249.5. The upper bound is plus 0.5 is going to be 250.5. So that's the thing there. So in ml, okay, J in the cartoon. So 249.5 and 250.5. So that's what you should have for that particular question. All right, let's move on to the next question. So this is actually what I'm trying to look here. The next question, it says, the side of an equilateral triangle are 9.4 centimeter corrected to the nearest millimeter. So this is the thing now. This is the one that you will multiply 9.4 times 10 so that it become a millimeter. So it's going to be 94 ml. Millimeter. So sorry. So it's going to be not ml, it's going to be ml. Millimeter. So that's the thing there. It says corrected to the particular nearest millimeter. So that means you have to do the same thing. It's going to be plus and minus 0.5. So in short, we are looking for the upper bound. So we are looking only for addition. So that's going to be 94.5 millimeter. So this said the perimeter of a triangle. So if you look at the triangle, there are 3 sides for it. And that's going to be A, B, and C side. But the statement, it says equilateral, meaning the sides of 3 triangles are the same, which is in the given situation is 94.5. So that's going to be 94.5 times 3. So if you multiply 94.5 times 3, you will get a value of 94.5 times 3, you will get a value of 283.5 millimeter. Okay, so this is the thing there. Or if you want your answers to be in centimeter, just divide it by 10. It will go back to uh, 28.35 centi. So that's going to be the thing. So you can have that one, or you can have this one, depending on the question. There should be something here that it says millimeter or centimeter, but we got that particular thing of the question. So it's not showing. So your answers can be 283.5 millimeter, or can be converted into 28.35 centimeter. So that's the thing there of that particular question. All right, the next question is the length of a car is 4.2 meter. Let's see, it's recording. Corrected to one decimal place. So corrected to one decimal place. So meaning one decimal point 0.1 divided by 2. So short is going to be 0.05 plus minus. So it says there, write down the upper bound and lower bound. So it's going to be 4.2. Then it's going to be plus with the 0.5. So make it 20. It's going to be obvious, 4.25. So that's the upper bound, 4.25. And it's 4.20 minus 0.5. That's obvious, it's going to be 4.15. So the answer is 4.15 here. So that's going to be the upper, and is going to be your lower bound on that question. Question 11, the standard form. This is our last topic, actually, last week before the holiday. So standard form, as a rule of thumb, it's going to be A, X, 10, N. So A should be one digit. It's not more than 10. It's not more than 9. It should be between 1 to 10, between, okay? Between 1 to 10. So meaning it should be one digit. So meaning we have to look at here. It's going to be 2 something here. So you have to just simply count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you are trying to get rid of that 6 thing. It's going to be 2.47 x, then power of 6. So this is the standard form of that question. So 2.47 and 6 above. And the next one, as we said, it has to be 1 between 1 to 10. So this one is not considered. So it's going to be here. So if you count 1, 2, 3. So going to be 7.9 x 10 to the power of 3. But since it is from left to right, it should be -3. So that should be your answer, 7.9 x 10 to the power of -3. All right, so that's the topic in that particular part. All right, let's move on to the next question. The next question, I think this will be the last page. So it says here, write 569,000 corrected to two significant figures. So this is the two significant figure we have, 56, but this is 9. So that will carry the thing on the number 6. It's going to be next to 56 and 57. So 57, then count, there are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 570,000 if you are looking for the two significant figure. Now here, the question is making it into standard form. So again, standard form is just making a one single value. It's going to be 3, 4, 5. So that means 5.69 x 10 to the power of 5. So that will be your standard form on that particular thing. So just positive because from right to left. Now this one here, it says write as an ordinary number. So let me just write back 4, 8, and 2. Now, if you observe, the decimal was here. And since negative, we have to move to the left. Okay, we have to move to the left. It was here, so we'll count. 1, 2, 3. So there will be additional zeros here on the dot here. So your final answer should be 0.00482. So if you count back 1, 2, 3, so that's where the decimal will be there. Next question, write 52 millions in standard form. So millions means we have 6 zeros, right? So if you write that one normally, it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So since this is 6 plus 1, so it's going to be 5.2 x 10 to the power of 7. So it should be 7 because it will be in between 5 and 2 you have there. The next question is about terms. Okay, the n term we can have. So I think we have a rule of thumb of here. This is easiest way to solve is going to the difference. This is arithmetic sequence. So we just simply look at if they have the same sequence, same difference. So that is actually adding a 4. So it's adding a 4, then you will make it 4n automatically. And we want to put plus or minus here depending on the difference between this number, the first number, and the first number and this one here. So it's going to be 4 minus 4. So it's going to be 0. So you will add 0 here. So in reality, it will just 4 and is your n term. So that's the thing. So just simply minus. Minus is what we have. So 4 minus 4, it's going to give us that value. So the next one we have is here. When it is fraction, just take a look. The same thing. Focus on numerator and then focus on denominator after. So in here, if you look at the sequence, it's just 1. So in short, it's just 1n if you wanted to. Then plus minus 1 minus 1, it's 0. So you can just keep it like that. Below, it's going to be same thing. It's going to be 1 difference. So just put 1n again. But this time, it's going to be 3 minus 1. Again, 3 minus 1. So it's going to be 3 minus 1 is going to be 2. So you will have like that. So in short, it will become n over n plus 2. That's your n term of this one here. To check if your answer is right, just change it one with the fifth term. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth term, so it's going to be 5. 5 plus 2, so 5 over 7. So it's correct. So it's going to be the term that we need to. So we just simply subtract that value. 3 minus 1, 1 minus 1. So that's the thing we have. Next question is this one here. We have a jump of 3, addition of 3. So that means you will have a 3n automatically. Now, as I said, we just have to subtract. So 16 minus 3, it's going to be 13. So your answer should be 3n plus 13. So if you want to check if your answer is right, just replace it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try with number 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 13 is 25. So our answer is right. Particular question. Question number letter D. These are the 5 terms of the sequence. The first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you look at the jump, it's subtracting 7. So minusing 7 is what is happening right now. So it says the 6th term. So this is the 5th one. So we're looking for the 6th term here. So minus 7, I think that's obvious, is going to be negative 3. So it's going to be negative 3 is your 6th term for that. The next question is, what will be the nth term? So as I've said, we just have to minus. So we said it's going to be negative 7n. Then 32 minus negative 7. Again, since it's minus, 32 minus negative 7. So in short, it will become 32 minus negative 7. So the answer would be 39. So this is going to be 39. So that's how it should be. Negative 7n plus 39. So that's going to be your answer on the 6th, on the nth term. The next question, I think this will be the last question for your homework. Which term is equal to negative 332 or 332 negative? So since you already have the n term, you just have to substitute. It's going to be 7n plus 39 is equal to negative 332. In this case, you have room to find the value of n. That case, so it's going to be transposition method. Just transpose 39 there. It will become negative. It's going to be 7n is equal to negative 332 minus 39. So we will just continue solving it here. if you look at the particular value, it's going to be 3322 plus 39 is going to be negative 7n is equal to negative 371. So to get rid of negative 7, it's going to be n is equal to negative 371 over negative 7. So that answer will be divided by 7 and your n will become 53. So in short, that's going to be the 53rd term, okay? 53rd term is equal to 332 negative. All right, so I think that's the whole of this worksheet on this homework that you have. So try to rewatch the video if needed. Try to look at some questions that you have done, compare, see for yourself, practice, because this is important for your coming class test. So this is just a summary of the lessons we took from day one to today. All right, ciao.